Imagine you're watching the news, and your screen goes black. Then a stranger appears, wearing a mask, staring straight through the camera, and for 90 seconds. They own your TV. This really happened in Chicago. November 22nd, 1987, 2 TV stations were hijacked in the same night. The first takeover lasted about 30 seconds, and the only sound was a harsh buzzing. But the second one was worse longer, with distorted speech. And an ending so bizarre that people still talk about it decades later. Stay with me, because the creepiest part isn't what you see, it's how they did it, and why nobody could stop them. Sunday night, Chicago. People are flipping channels news on one station, a sci-fi show on another, and on WGN-TV, the 9 o'clock news is running like normal. Until 9:14 p.m., viewers later described the moment like a power outage. The screen went black, not for a blink for long enough to make you lean forward. Then the image popped back. But it wasn't the studio. It was a person in a rubber mask and sunglasses styled like Max Headroom rocking in front of a spinning sheet of corrugated metal, and the only audio was a loud, garbled buzz. No message, no explanation, just a presence. The takeover lasted roughly 30 seconds, then WGN snapped back on air. The anchor admitted live that he had no idea what just happened. And behind the scenes, engineers did something simple but desperate. They changed the frequency of the signal, linking the studio to the transmitter, breaking the hijacker's lock. Most viewers probably exhaled and thought, okay, weird prank. It's over, but the hijacker wasn't finished. About 2 hours later, another station, PBS member station WTTW, was airing Doctor Who, Horror of Fang Rock. Then, again, the signal gets grabbed. This time the hijack is longer. This time there's distorted speech. And because it's WTTW, there's nobody on duty at the tower to fight back fast enough, so the hijacker has time, real time, on live television. The Max Headroom figure starts ranting, jumping from reference to reference. They mock nerds, they name-drop a local sportscaster. They flash random props. It's chaotic, like someone trying to look fearless while hiding behind nonsense. And then the hijack turns obscene. Not graphic, but unmistakably meant to shock. A crude prank ending involving exposed backside and an accomplice with a fly swatter. After about 90 seconds, the pirate signal vanishes and Doctor Who returns like nothing happened. But the damage is done, because now everyone knows if someone can hijack the airwaves once, they can do it again. Here's the terrifying part. This wasn't hacking like today. In 1987, TV stations often sent their signal from the studio to the broadcast tower using a microwave link. And the most accepted explanation is brutally simple. The hijacker transmitted a more powerful microwave signal to the station's tower than the station was sending, triggering what engineers call a capture effect. The stronger signal wins. Meaning, they didn't need to break into the studio. They just needed the right equipment, the right frequency, enough power, and a clear line of sight near downtown towers. This wasn't a lone kid with a prank button. Experts and engineers have said it would have taken serious technical skill, likely multiple people, and planning. WGN stopped the first hijack by switching their link frequency, but WTTW got hit at the worst time. Because their tower had no engineers on duty in that moment, so even though staff tried corrective measures, they couldn't cut it off quickly. That's why the second hijack feels so much scarier. It's not just the mask, it's the helplessness. A whole broadcast station, a professional team forced to watch their own channel get stolen. In real time. The Federal Communications Commission investigated, but they never publicly identified who did it. No confession. No verified culprit. And that's why this case became legend, because it's one of the rare times an anonymous person hijacked mass media on live TV and simply disappeared. Even today, people argue, was it an insider, a disgruntled tech, a small hacker crew? All we truly know is what the footage proves. Someone had the knowledge, someone had the equipment, and someone wanted Chicago to feel just for a minute like reality could be edited. There's a reason this story still hits hard, because it wasn't a horror movie. It was your actual television, the trusted voice in the room suddenly speaking in someone else's face, and the mask choice mattered. Max Headroom was a symbol of media distortion, of a world where broadcasts could be hijacked, manipulated, replaced. That night in 1987, fiction didn't predict reality. Reality copied fiction perfectly. And then it vanished. So what do you think, it was a professional inside job or a small crew with just enough power to steal the air? Drop your theory in the comments. And if you want more real mysteries the world still can't fully explain, like and subscribe to Secrets You Never Knew, because the next secret might not be in a haunted forest, it might be on a screen that you trust every day.